Hello friends, welcome to Mechanical Engineering online classes.
Definition of kinetics. Kinetics is the study of geometry of motion, means the relation between displacements, velocities and acceleration. That is the geometry of motion. So the study of geometry of motion, with due consideration to the cause of motion is kinetics. Unlike kinematics, here we will be considering force and mass. So in order to proceed any further on kinetics of an object that is in motion, we should know the Newton's second law of motion. So let us understand what Newton's second law of motion says. According to Newton's second law of motion, if an external unbalanced force is acting on a body, then the momentum of the body changes. Momentum is nothing but the quantity of motion that is possessed by the body. So due to an external unbalanced force, the rate of change of momentum will be directly proportional to the external force, and that rate of change of momentum also is in the direction of the force. As we know that the linear momentum is nothing but the product of mass and velocity, the rate of change of momentum can be written as d by dt of mv. So according to Newton's second law of motion, this will be directly proportional to the force. So as mass is constant for an object, I am bringing out this, so we can write it as d by dt of v, which is directly proportional to f. And we all know dv by dt is m into a, dv by dt is a, acceleration. So this is directly proportional to f. And replacing the proportionality with a constant, we can write this as f into some k is equal to ma. So here we are writing it as ma is equal to some k into f. So let us try to find what value k can have. In case when the mass is 1 unit, acceleration is also 1 unit, and the force is also 1 unit, then the value of k will be 1. So therefore f can be written as ma. So this is the outcome of Newton's second law of motion. Or in other words, if the external force that is acting on a particle is not zero, then the particle will have an acceleration which is proportional to the magnitude of the resultant and in the direction of the resultant force. So A is directly proportional to F and in the same direction. So let us see this for rectilinear motion, that is rectangular coordinate system, and also for curvilinear motion in natural coordinate system. So according to the Newton's second law of motion, if there is an external unbalance of force, here we can see a number of forces, external forces acting on mass m. So we can write the resultant of all these external forces as some sigma f, which is not equal to 0. So according to Newton's second law of motion, F is equal to ma. So and the acceleration or the motion of the object will be in the direction of that particular force. So here if sigma F is the resultant force, then the body will have an acceleration in the direction of that force. So we can write this for rectilinear motion, if A is the total acceleration, we can write the components of A as say ax and ay, if this is the x-axis and this is the y-axis, and sigma f also we can resolve this into components sigma fx and sigma fy. So by the law F is equal to ma, we can write sigma fx or sum of external horizontal forces is equal to m into ax, and similarly sigma fy is equal to m into ay. So this is for a rectilinear motion. And for a curvilinear motion in natural coordinate system, if the blue curve is the path of motion of an object or particle of mass m, then The normal direction will be this, tangential direction is this. So the velocity and acceleration along the tangent is at, velocity is v. This dimension is the radius of curvature, and the normal component of acceleration an is towards the center. So at is a tangential component of acceleration and an is a normal component of acceleration. So we can write the sum of external forces in the tangential direction as m into at, sigma ft is the sum of external forces along the tangential direction t is this. So this can be written as m into at is nothing but dv by dt, because velocity is along the tangent only. And similarly we can write the sum of external forces along the normal direction as m into an, which can be written as m into v square by rho. Rho is the radius of curvature.
Thanks for watching. If this video was of help to you, please like it and share it with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel.